As any pilot can tell you, flying a plane during a storm is incredibly dangerous. This was the case in November 1942 for Lieutenant Pritchard the pilot and Petty Officer Bottoms, the radio operator. Pritchard had to make a crash landing in Greenland. The plane in question was a single-engine amphibious Grumman duck. 70 years later, a crew was sent to find it. Aside from the fact that they were searching for a plane in the middle of Greenland, they did not think that it would be that hard. The team brought a metal detector and expected the craft to have survived under only a few feet of snow. After a very long time, they found the craft, not under a few feet of snow, but 38 feet down under ice. Now, before I go on, let me tell you a little bit about ice cores. They are drilled out of the ice in the form of cylinders that have patterns of dark and light ice. This pattern relates to warm and cold weathered patterns when the ice was being laid down. Because it is ice, atmospheric conditions, and even volcanic ash can be frozen just as they were when the water froze into ice. According to many climatologists, each stripe represents roughly half a year. However, therein lies the rub. 38 feet is 0.0116 kilometers. The EGU found a 3.2 kilometer ice core that supposedly goes back 800,000 years. Utilizing simple ratios, this means that if we assume long ages, the airplane crashed more than 2,000 years ago. Even if these stripes were exceedingly close together, that is a significant margin for error.
Sherlock Holmes once said, "When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth."
Is it not more likely that these are just periods of warm and cold, and not summer-winter? Just like geological columns that are assumed to have been laid down over millions of years, it was just assumed that these layers of ice and snow came down over millions of years as well. Despite polystrata fossils and multiple fossils out of date, it is still taught religiously that the geologic column is undeniable proof for evolution. Perhaps, if this geologic column and these ice columns are not millions of years old, maybe they are much younger, say 6,000 years or so. I wonder if this has any applications to global cooling. Global warming. Climate change.